All right, hey everybody, sorry for the poor lighting, but I'm gonna try something a little bit different for today's cook. I'm actually just going to record as I go, doing the first attempt here. I'm gonna try and do no editing, no retakes, first shot at everything, although I can tell the lighting is really bad. But today, let me flip this around, I'm gonna be working on the Weber 22 or the Weber Performer, which is what I have here. And I'm gonna clean this off a little bit. And I'm going to use the Vortex ring today, which, as you can tell by the label on here, I purchased a couple months ago, I think it was, and I have yet to actually use it. So I've got some chicken thighs inside. I'm gonna go ahead and throw the Vortex in the middle of all of this and line the chicken around the outer edge and see what happens. So one of the perks of having the Weber Performer Deluxe is that it has its own ignition system or lighter system built in. So you can see I've got one of these small, one of those camping propane tanks in here. And then down there you can see where the flame comes from. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pour my briquettes in here all the way up. All right, got the bag of charcoal in one hand, camera in the other. Oh, lost one there. I really don't think we're gonna need more than that. Okay, there we go, just for good measure. Oof. Oh, look at that, leftover lump. Let me just put you right in there. Okay. Let's come back over here. Turn this sucker on. Okay. Can we see anything from up here? You can kind of see the smoke rising up here a little bit. It's just that easy. So I'm gonna let this go for a few minutes. And then, ooh, looks nice. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna let this go for a few minutes. Heat up the grate a little bit. I'm gonna clean it off and then start putting our chicken on. Actually, while I'm waiting, I'm gonna go and find some wood here to make little chunks out of. Because I'm gonna take, probably just do one chunk and kind of sit it right up over here in the middle. Whew. Okay, put this away, put the split away, and this is a little chunk that I just cut off. Should do. Whew. Also, I keep forgetting to say this, but if you are at least mildly entertained by any of these videos I'm putting out and you'd like to support the channel, please like and subscribe to the channel as well. All right, I'm gonna go inside now and grab the chicken thighs. So nothing fancy here. I've just got my bucket of chicken thighs. So all this is right here is some trimmed up chicken thighs with bones, and I went ahead and just trimmed off most of the skin that was kind of flapping off anyways. And ooh, got a little falling insect down here. Yeah, just some olive oil, some meat church gospel seasoning, and I made some chimichurri a little bit earlier. So that's gonna go on this chicken after we're done. So interesting. Again, I've never used one of these Vortex things before. All right, so grill hogs. I'm just gonna start cleaning this off a little bit since I've just got some time to kill. Yeah, I was like reading up on how those wire brushes that we all kind of grew up using are just terrible for you, and how people have gotten sick and done some serious damage to their insides because the little wires on the wire brush came off, stuck to the grill, and they got on the food and all that craziness. So I've been using one of these, been trying to anyways, but it just doesn't really do the job. I don't know if y'all out there have a different method for scraping your grates very quickly, but I guess this is just what it is. All right, so I'm just gonna let this go for a little bit here and then come back, throw my wood chunk on, and then start throwing these thighs on. So my wife and I, or our whole family pretty much, just got back from the Big Island. Spent a week out there on vacay with our parents, which was really nice. You know, one of the things though, like I kept thinking about while we were out there was just how different the pace is compared to like the Bay Area. I'm gonna go ahead and just turn off this little flame assist thing. I can see the bottom of that vortex, nice and red. So I'm just gonna let it do its thing. I'm still leaving my trusty little wood chunk just sitting right here. I'll put that on after I see some of the charcoal get a little bit white. WOT, wide open throttle. So at the dome, the temp is reading just under 550. So at this point, what I'm gonna go and do is take, wait, why am I looking at me? Sorry, don't wanna look at that mug. All right. Gonna go ahead and place my wood chunk down right here in the middle. Let that thing smolder. I've got my ThermoPro TP27 sitting right over here. I've just got one probe. I'm not sure, I think I'm gonna run it. I don't like the idea of pinching the probe wires kind of on the edge of this, but I might do that instead of running it through kind of that exhaust port up top there. All right, let's go ahead and load this up with my chicken thighs. And let's see what the hype is all about with these vortex things. Hold on, bud. I'm trying to be a YouTube star. All right, so at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and just take this in. Oh, that thing is so annoying. Don't like that beep. Okay, I'm gonna take all this stuff in, start cleaning up. I'm gonna monitor this. It's currently at 58 degrees. And I'll probably come in about 15 to 20 minutes and see how this is going. Maybe spritz it a little bit. All right, so we're about 15 minutes into this cook right here. My temperatures are reading 129 on those thighs. And so I'm gonna go ahead and glaze. I've got the Cosmos Apple Chipotle today. All right, I'm gonna glaze these up a bit. Let's see what this looks like. Oh God, that's hot. Oh, hi. Hello. Don't y'all look delicious? All right, just a very thin coat. Look at you, you need a little bit more because somehow all your seasoning just got rubbed off. If I saw that correctly, the dome temp's like 600 right now. It's a lot higher than I was hoping for. Note to self, next time, don't light those briquettes up for so long. Let's come over here. Just a little bit more for you. Oh, my camera's gonna melt off, my bad. All right, so we are currently sitting at 152-ish degrees on those chicken thighs. I imagine they'll be done in the next 10-15 minutes or so. This is the chimichurri that I made. It is just a combination of parsley, cilantro, olive oil, red wine vinegar, some salt, some pepper. I actually did a whole jalapeno in this jar right here. I minced that up, some fresh garlic. Am I forgetting something else? Some oregano. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. And so I'm just going to, oh, and some red onion. There it is. All right, so all of that's kind of minced up in here. I just want to see what this tastes like. Let's see if I can get a good focus on here. Ooh. I wonder if it's gonna have too much kick for some people, but I like it. On the thigh that I have probed, it's coming up on 170 degrees. So I'm just gonna go ahead, oh, actually let me go ahead and bring this in so y'all can see. I guess that's what happens when your temperature is running that hot. So a little bit of blackening. Notice I didn't say burning. Blackening around those tops there, but still loving the color. It looks amazing. I'm going to pull one of these right here. Actually, you know what? Before I do that, let me grab my Thermapen. Let me just check this out real quick. Oh! So little man's reading 190. Let me see if I can grab one of these and bring it closer to the camera to look at. Okay, let's bring this little guy over. See that with the lighting? Let's take a look here. This one's reading at 203. Okay, let's see how dry these are gonna be. But I have a feeling they're not gonna be as dry as you would think. But still, what is wrong with you, probe? Maybe it's because this one was so... Yeah, I should have... Oh, what the heck, man? I don't know if that picked up, but when I was trying to pick that piece of chicken up, I ran it right across into that wood chunk and got a bunch of ash on it. Oh, this one feels tough. 201. Gosh, I don't know what happened there. Yeah, this big guy right here. This big guy right here is temping at 170, 165 even. I have to get some of that ash off of that piece of chicken there. All right, y'all, so just to clarify, I have never made this before, like chicken thighs with the Vortex, cooked on the Weber kettle, Holy Gospel seasoning, Cosmos apple chipotle sauce, and then adding a little chimichurri on there. I have no idea what this is gonna taste like. Honestly, as I get closer to this moment, I've thought about this and I'm like, guys, this actually sounds like it might be a little weird, but we're gonna go for it and just see what happens. Grab a little plate. So I'm gonna grab this piece that I got some ash on earlier because I'm not trying to serve that to nobody. So even as I just poke through it, you can see the juices running out of it. Good sign, despite being cooked to dang near jerky temperatures. All right, then I would have no problem eating this thing straight up with just the chicken, but I set out on this journey in hopes to make something that would be a good complement with this chimichurri sauce. Oh, what am I doing? Just dump it on there. Just dump it on there and see. Okay, so if I can kind of share that without it tipping over. Okay. Here we go. How should we do this? And it has not nearly rested long enough. I think I just pulled this thing off like, what, 5-10 minutes ago? Hopefully it doesn't burn my mouth. All right, so that's what we got. Let me turn the camera over here. Okay. So here's the bite. Here we go, let's see. Incredibly juicy. The chipotle sauce is interesting. That's coming through a little bit stronger than I thought it would. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna roll my eyes back and tell you this was the tastiest thing I've ever had. But I'm going to tell you that it's surprisingly good. Yeah, I was really hesitant at putting this video up just because it's not like a tried and true thing. You know, like I don't want to lead anyone astray. I don't want to look bad in a way. You know what I mean? Just because like I want to put my best foot out there. At the same time, I want to experiment with something. I wanted to be real about it, and this is what we've got. And I thought it was pretty good. The jalapeno in the chimichurri really sticks out. I saw someone add it in their chimichurri recipe once, and they added half a jalapeno. But I feel like that never comes through enough, you know? So I went with the whole jalapeno. And this one comes through. Good stuff. Really good stuff. All in all, I think I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the Vortex on the Weber kettle. The indirect cooking. I feel like I have a lot to learn. All right, y'all. Well, I appreciate you watching. I know this was a slightly different video than I normally post. Hopefully you enjoyed it though. As always, if you've got some thoughts or ideas, feedback, whatever it is, feel free to drop them in the comments. I'll do my best to respond to everybody. If you also have ideas too on other cooks I can try or things you'd like to see me try, let me know, and I'm open. I'm totally open. Again, thank you for watching. If you can, please like the video. If you're new here, please subscribe. And until next time, who's smoking? Look at this carnage. I've just been eating around everything. Eating around the bone. Is that a bone right there? That's pretty good, right? No, there's a bone there. There's a bone in there.